They call this Ghana Works for Peace, a journey of unity and youth empowerment. Like I was discussing with Eno prior to this conversation, we all, in one way or the other, grew up with Boy Scouts, Girls Guides around us. So those who didn't have the opportunity to join, today's discussion will give you a chance to learn a thing or two. Dr. Meto Nunu, Commissioner, welcome to Breakfast Daily. Mr. Andrew Butchie, you are the president of the Ghana chapter of the International Guides and Scouts Fellowship.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Welcome to Breakfast Daily.
Thank you very much.
Weekend.
Yeah.
Wow. I can see you are all, full gear.
Yes.
No, I love that. And I like your peace cap.
Yes.
And for you, your red hat.
Yeah.
Wow. For the uninitiated, right, it was a thing that was really popular in the early 2000s growing up in Accra. But for those who didn't have the opportunity to see it in their schools or their community centers or even in their churches, let me start with you, Andrew. When we say the Boy Scouts movement, right, or even the Girls Guide, what exactly are you referring to?
Well, the Scouts, we call it the Ghana Scout Association. We don't call it Boy Scouts anymore because we have girls as well within the Scouts fraternity.
Okay.
And then we also have the Girl Guides. Yeah, so basically it is an organization that was introduced in Ghana somewhere in 1912 by Samuel Wood, an artist who just drew some, an art competition, and then he sent it out, and one of his prize was Scouting for Boys, written by Robert Baden-Powell. And out of that, the interest was developed and then it was started. So we have the community-based groups and then we have the school-sponsored groups where, children go there or the youth go there, then they are trained, and the training is basically about building of character. So we do character training, and then also we do civic training as well as
what it means to be a citizen.
Yes,
citizenship, making the boys understand their role in nation building and all that.
Exactly, wow. And all this is geared towards helping them to take very constructive places in society. So basically, that is what we were doing, and our activities as Scouts is more or less the same as the activities of the Girl Guides. The difference is that the Girl Guides was started by the wife of Robert Baden-Powell, the one who brought scouting.
You talk about Robert Baden-Powell. Is it the same person who the big building near the former BOG building is named after?
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. He is the founder of the Scout movement in the world.
In the world?
In the world.
And that was in 1907?
No, that was in 1907, where he took 20 boys to a camp, and then that was where Brownsea Island, where he started, imbibing the spirit of scouting into. So
just to be clear, so that building at the Accra, right near the sea, the beach.
Yeah.
So is it a Boy Scouts association?
Is the headquarters of the Ghana Scouts Association.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm saying that formerly it was called Boy Scout, but now it is no more called Boy Scout. It is Ghana Scouts Association because it's a mixture of girls and then boys.
Interesting. Let me come to you, Dr. Meto Nunu. How's the feedback been like? All through the years, the level of engagement with the groups involved.
Yeah, it has been very cordial. It has been very good. More importantly, consider the fact that now we have the adult scouts who are helping to resource, who are helping to train the youth organizations to train. When I say youth organization, I'm talking about the Ghana Scout Association, the Ghana Association. It is our mandate as International Scouts and Guides Fellowship with headquarters in Belgium.
Okay.
It's our mandate to support them. We source out for funds because it's voluntary. And things that are voluntary actually has a problem. In Ghana, for example, when you ask the youth to participate in the program, you can't expect them to pay. They won't come. But when it's voluntary, it means they will be interested. And so one of the ways is to source out for help. We get help from government. Years back, we get also dues. And then we also source out to organizations institutions, good people within society that can support us one way or the other.
Okay.
And this way we are able to fund their activities. You know, we have it in all the schools, but due to challenges, we want to revamp that idea because there were sponsored groups in schools, there were community-based scouts.
Okay.
And all of them were working very well. In fact, our core values is what makes it what we are. For example, we train the youth to have the spirit of patriotism, the spirit of volunteerism,
self-responsibility,
exactly, loyalty to nation, and then
character development.
Which is the core area. Because you need to understand that as a youth, you can only be useful and helpful to your country if you live with certain character traits. And this we pay a lot of attention to.
Interesting. So let's just now shift focus to the Ghana Walk for Peace. Wow, why of all the issues in the country, right? You know, people say all of this happening, you know, the Ghana, say all sorts of, you know, why a focus on the elections and why the call for peace? Maybe Mr. Butcher can start with that for us.
So every year as Scouts, we try to imbibe the spirit of, you know, peace into our Scouts. So almost every year we have a peace program. But when it gets to election years, we intensify it. And so that is the reason why this year we have intensified the peace you know, programs, and that is what we are doing. So the walk and all the other initiatives is just to preach to Ghanaians that Ghana is bigger than any political party, any tribe, or what have you. Ghana is what we have. So as we are going for the elections, we are expecting that the elections should be very, very peaceful. You go, you just cast your ballot, you go back home when the results are to be declared, either listen to it in the house or you come to the polling station to just watch, and then that is it. So we are just telling Ghanaians that with all whatever is going on, that you can look at it from, like, people look at it from the angle that things are very hard. Others also think that things are okay and what have you. However you are looking at it, there must be peace. So that at the end of the day, after the elections, we can all come back like we have been doing it in the past years to congratulate ourselves that we have been able to do it again.
And move on. Interesting.
So that is why we are.
Doc, who is invited to this work you are doing? Is it just for Scouts, both Boy Scouts, adult Scouts, or members of the fraternity, or is for all?
As a matter of fact, it's open to all.
Okay.
In fact, we are inviting market women, we are inviting students, we are talking about institution organizations that want to participate. As I speak right now, the work is on this day too, and they are advancing close to Konongo, where they will rest and take their breakfast, and then they continue. Within 7 days, they should be in Accra. And at Manchester Palace, where they will bring the peace message from Otu for His Royal Majesty to the Gamanche, His Royal Majesty, Ni Teku Churu, the second. Now, we are asking at this time that every Ghanaian should fly high the flag of Ghana.
Is that why you brought the flag here?
Exactly. In their homes.
No, let's turn it the other way.
In their homes. In their schools. In their homes, in their schools, and in their communities.
Cars, in their cars.
Everywhere.
In your cars. To show that Ghana comes first.
Wow.
This is a symbol of our unity as people of Ghana.
Wow.
So as you fly this in your homes, in your cars, in the communities, everybody sees it and know that indeed Ghana comes first.
Wow. We'll be there to support the Ghana Walk for Peace, an initiative of the Ghana International Scouts and Guides Fellowship Ghana chapter. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for what you are doing. I think it's proper. Somebody was asking how they can be a part of this. He says, I used to be a Boy Scout in my school back in Richchurch. How can I get into contact with them, and where do they meet? So maybe briefly on that.
So to get back to us, we have our contacts, and you can call This lines 0205 500 050. 0205 500 050. And then 0206 500 050. And then if you want to support us, we have the Mumu numbers at 0246 232 and then 387.
You want to take the number again?
0246 232 387.
Wow.
In fact, as part of this Working for Peace, we also have an initiative where we are building an ultramodern training center, where we are going to train the youth on leadership, because we believe that for peace and everything, democracy to reign, that thing must be imbibed into the youth right from the word go. So we are building an ultramodern training center at the Funkrom in Sawam, and that is where we are calling for people to support us, because it's a 65 million Ghana cedi project, and
that's a lot.
Yes, so we are giving opportunity for organizations, corporate organizations, individuals, philanthropists to support us. And
we'll bring you in studio again to have a broader conversation, look at all that you are doing in different sectors. But I've been so happy having you in studio to talk about this really amazing project. Thank you so much for your time, President Andrew Boche and Commissioner Dr. Metal Nunu. Right, so yes, the International Fellowship for Scouts and Guides Ghana chapter joining us on a conversation on their peace walk journey. We'll be bringing you updates subsequently on right here on Channel One TV.